US GDP fell 1.6% in the first quarter and 0.9% in the second quarter. Does this mean we are in a recession? But before answering to this question, this video is not intended to have any political inclination. It's just for educational purposes that I inspired from internet and libraries. Now, getting back to the question, some believe we are in a recession, some believe we're not. But what the history tells us about the previous recessions? We can say one thing for certain: since 1948, US economy has never seen a consecutive quarterly growth decline without a recession. The truth is that it doesn't really matter if we're in a recession or not. What matters is to be ready. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mihai Gutu. I'm a realtor with Wolfpack at eXp Realty in the Greater Seattle area. And today's video is about recession in 2022. Let's dive in. First, I'll go over what is a recession and what are the positive and negative effects of a recession. And then we'll transition over how a recession is impacting the real estate market. So what's a recession? A period of temporary economic decline during which the trade and the industry are reduced, generally identified by the fall in the GDP by 2 consecutive quarters. This is basically a fall in national income characterized with high unemployment, lower wages, increased inequality, and higher government borrowing. The impact of a recession depends on how long it lasts and the depth in the fall in output. The worst affected will be those who will lose their job or will see their wages or self-employed income dramatically fall. It also depends on the type of the recession. For example, the 2009 recession affected the most the financial sector, and a lot of high-paid bank workers lost their jobs. Or the 2020 recession, which affected the tourism sector the most, where a lot of low-income workers lost their jobs. But usually the most affected industries during a recession are marketing. Marketing and ad spending are considered by most of the companies unnecessary during an economic slowdown. Next one is construction. Residential construction is a weak point during a recession. Private contractors and laborers that work with individual clients will see less job opportunities for them as homeowners hung down and the demand for new construction and renovations slows down. Next one is real estate industry. Many people avoid taking large debts such as mortgages because their financial stability is not guaranteed. Real estate agents, lenders, real estate agencies that rely heavily on commission, they're the most affected. Next one is car industry. During a recession, people make less and they spend less. They're not really buying a lot of expensive cars. That's why car dealers suffers a lot during a recession, and they have to be very innovative how to sell the inventory of the car existent. Of course, there are more industries that are heavily affected by a recession, travel and airline industries, the restaurant businesses as well, and more. Now, looking at the positive sides of a recession, and yes, there are positive sides of a recession, and that's usually different opportunities. For example, individuals who are financially stable in an economic downturn, they can afford buying the car that was not possible to buy during normal market conditions. They can buy now. Or real estate investors that were looking for investment opportunities during a hot market, going through bidding wars and shrinking their profits, now they have tons of opportunities to choose from. There are also businesses that thrive during a recession, like maintenance services. People choose to repair stuff that they have instead of buying something new. Or grocery stores. People make less money and they less go out. They buy more food in the grocery stores and they cook more at home. Also, in every sector, efficiency increases, because inefficient companies that provide bad service or products, they go bankrupt because they cannot compete with good companies. This is some sort of survival of the fittest in between the companies. Also, recession, it balances everyday costs. Just as high employment leads to the companies to raise their prices, high unemployment leads the company to drop their prices in the order to make their product and good to be sold. Now let's take a closer look how a recession is affecting the real estate market. First of all, let's remember that during a recession, the wages go down and unemployment goes up. Adding up current high interest rates, this combination is like pouring cold water on hot iron. That means that the previous market that was very active, it cooled down significantly and became much more balanced. And here we have to make a distinction. Not all markets will react the same during a recession. some real estate markets that had huge appreciation because of the COVID situation, when a lot of people move into those areas, but the infrastructure, it's not developed enough, and the job market is not enough for that amount of people that move there. So in those type of markets, we will see a big correction. We will see higher unemployment, which will lead to higher number of foreclosures. On the other hand, markets with a strong job market, we will see a smaller correction. Let's take, for example, the real estate market in the Greater Seattle area. We see a high concentration of corporations that are attracting people from all over the country and all over the world. And this attraction is going to continue even during a recession. That means the demand for housing is still going to be high, and the prices are not going to drop that much. Another very important factor to take into consideration during a recession is that during every recession, the interest rates go down. This way, Fed stimulate masses to invest in real estate. So we already started to see this drop. For the past week, the interest rates fell twice, from 6.2 to 5%. To sum this all up, we see good buying opportunities and probably better buying opportunities coming, but nowadays buyers that make offer, they can put inspection contingencies, they can put financing contingencies, and a lot of sellers actually offer to cover closing costs. So if you are on the verge of buying, remember to buy in an area that has a strong job market in order to minimize the risk of losing the equity during the market correction. Again, my name is Mihai Gutu. Thank you all for watching. Consider subscribing to my channel. Have a good day.